What is up, guys? It's Dr. Tuesday, and I'm back. As you guys can see by the title, this is a review. This is my first time doing a review, so if I suck at it, please don't fret. If you do have some ideas I can do for the future, please leave it in the comment section below. Let's try to get this to um to a lot of views. Let's share this. I don't know. I just literally just finished watching WWE Survivor Series 2015, and man, what a show! It was incredible. I think by far this has to be probably my top three best pay-per-views in this year. Um, with that, with WrestleMania being my first one, I just loved WrestleMania. WrestleMania was awesome. And yeah, so let's get started. It started off with the kickoff show, which was alright. The kickoff shows aren't always going to be the best thing, but it started off with a 5-on-5 elimination survival series, which is this should have been probably in the main card, aside from the one that did happen. And the team were The Miz, Bo Dallas, Stardust, and The Ascension against the Dudley Boys, Neville, Titus O'Neil, and I believe the return. I'm pretty sure it's the return of the one and only Gold Dust. I think this is awesome because aside from this, they could probably do a Goldust Stardust rivalry that will include probably bringing back Cody Rhodes, maybe, and that would be awesome to bring back Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is far more better than Stardust, in my opinion. Um, Before we continue, disclaimer: this is my opinion. This review is my opinion. What I believe should have happened is just my opinion to what I'm gonna like. If you like it, that's cool. If you don't, put your own opinion of what you would have wanted in the comment section below. But as we continue, um, they fought. It was a good match for a kickoff match. Like I said, this should have been in the main card. In my opinion, it should have been in the main card. I think it was pretty good. Of course, faces are gonna win. Dudley Boyz, Neville, Titus O'Neil, and Goldust won in the end. Taking out Stardust, I think was the last one. I don't remember right now. And it was a really really good match. Seeing Goldust back. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more things that they can be doing with Goldust now. So I mean, we'll see. We will see. I really enjoy this match. I think I'll probably give this a 3 out of 5 stars match. I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. It was a good match. It was a good match. Now moving on to the main card. Now we do have the tournaments, right? The tournament was a semifinals, which included Roman Reigns and Alberto Del Rio. Um, Obviously, we all know it was gonna happen. Roman Reigns is gonna go on to the finals, as well as Dean Ambrose. So we all saw it coming. Roman Reigns beat Alberto Del Rio, but I do have to say that it was a really good match. For me, I enjoyed every single bit of it. Uh, I was watching it and I was just like, whoa, that was awesome. Especially that time where the real caught Roman Reigns in an armbar outside. Oh man, it was crazy. But at the end, like I said, Roman Reigns ended up defeating him, moving on to the semifinals. And when I was watching it, I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. And actually, there was a split second where I thought Alberto Del Rio would have won, but then I remembered Roman Reigns is obviously gonna win. Why? Because Roman Reigns is like having this John Cena push. Oh yeah, everybody loves him. He's a good role model, but some people hate him as well. So I mean, of course he's gonna win, and Alberto Del Rio is a Mex American champion right now. So WWE is not gonna bring him up that much because the only other person who has had the WWE title and the United States title is, I believe, just Seth Rollins. I believe it's just him. If I'm wrong, please put in the comment section below. But I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins is the first and the only one who has done that. So the match, I would give it a 4.5 stars out of 5. It was a really good match, especially that armbar that Alberto Del Rio did to Roman Reigns was just amazing. Now let's move on to the other semifinal match that they did, which was Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. It was awesome. I know you're gonna be hearing me say this a lot because I really enjoyed Survivor Series this year. Was really really good. It was really really good. Aside from all the other pay-per-views that they've been doing, which kind of sucked at some points, um, this one was really really good. So Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens, by far those two just work well together when they get in the ring. It's just awesome, awesome. Dean Ambrose ended off winning at the end, catching off Kevin Owens with the dirty deeds. And honestly, I didn't see it. I didn't see it going down that way. I thought it was gonna be like for me. I thought it was gonna be like a dominant match with Kevin Owens just like beating the heck out of Dean Ambrose, and then Dean Ambrose at the end having this like adrenaline rush, a comeback thing. But no, it was back and forth, 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 and I just got like the same thing with Roman Reigns. 4 out of 5 stars for this match. Why? Because it was just that good. And moving on, let me just click here because I have my thing right here. And then we go on to probably, I would say probably like the second worst one, the second worst match of the night. This is probably the only one that I didn't, the second only one that I didn't like, and it's another 5-on-5 survival elimination, which included the Lucha Dragons, the Usos, and Ryback against the tag team champions, The New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett. It's honestly, I thought it was a bad idea. Like I said, the other one would have been far more better in this, and this should have been the kickoff match because it was lame. Honestly, it was lame. Of course, High Flyers, Usos, and Lucha Dragons are gonna be doing their stuff. It was cool and all, but Wade Barry got out. That was fine. Whatever, it's gonna happen. But then Sheamus came in, took out Sin Cara, and I think Jimmy or Jay, one of them, they're twins, so I don't remember. One of them was taken out, and then Big E was taken out, and that made Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston leave because they're like, "Oh, he's hurt. We gotta help our buddy. Oh, New Day rocks. New Day sucks." Uh, for me, they suck, but I think they're really good on the mic. They're really good entertainers. But like I was saying, since they did that whole thing, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston left, so they left Sheamus all alone against three, which was Ryback, Kalisto, and Jimmy or Jay, whichever, I don't remember. And so, of course, 3-on-1, who's gonna win? Of course, the Lucha Dragons, Usos, and Ryback. I would say 2 out of 5 stars because it was just lame. The other one would have been far more better in this main card. I really have nothing more to say to this, but it's whatever. I mean, they shouldn't have put it. They shouldn't have put it, in my opinion. Continuing off over here, if this wants to go, can you go? Why doesn't this want to work? Continuing up, let me just refresh this. I don't know why it's not doing it. Okay. Okay. So continuing on, this internet's not working right now. It's like, what the heck? Continuing on is the Divas Championship match. Honestly, I fell asleep on this match. Why? Because it's a Divas. I mean, switched again. It's the Divas. So, I mean, in my opinion, you know, everybody knew Charlotte was gonna win. It was a pretty decent match. Of course, Charlotte was gonna win because favored Ric Flair's daughter. La 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 la. Of course, Paige made it personal because talking about her Charlotte's brother and whatnot. But it was a match that, of course, they have to have a Divas Championship match there. So it was a good match. I'll give it a 2 out of 5 stars. 2.5 out of 5. You know what? I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 because I just like Charlotte's song. It's just like a remix of Ric Flair's song. So I really do enjoy it. But I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. It was there. It was good. Divas, something's gotta happen with the Divas to like hype them up or something because it's just dragging. Same people fighting for the championship belt. Yeah, I know Charlotte just came in, but Paige, nobody wants to see Paige put Charlotte up against Becky Lynch. That would have been a far better one. You know, Charlotte versus what's her name? What is her name? Uh, what is her name? I don't remember her name, but let's just go. I mean, there's other divas that can come into the thing. I think it would be cool to also see Natalia, a Natalia championship match against Charlotte. I think that would be pretty cool, pretty even. It's not gonna have like a rivalry or anything, but it's gonna be pretty even. Moving on to another match that I really probably the one I hated the most was Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze. It's pretty much they should just name this. Who is better looking? Pretty much. It was like put in there. I think it was put in there random because the whole thing that happened with Seth Rollins and everything, it was just put in there randomly because who the heck cares about this? Who the heck? I mean, I personally didn't care about this match. It just so happens that the Divas Championship match and Dolph Ziggler's match happened at the same time, so I was sleeping both of them. But in the end, Tyler Breeze ended up winning up against Dolph Ziggler, upsetting. But I thought Dolph Ziggler was gonna win. But I think it's pretty good because it's Tyler Breeze's first live pay-per-view, and I think I think there's some good things to him. I don't know. I think he can probably be a good maybe tag team or intercontinental championship. Maybe, maybe, but he's just gonna stay mid card. I really don't see him going to high card tier up with Roman Reigns, John Cena, Dean Ambrose, yada yada yada. But yeah, Tyler Breeze ended off. Same thing. I'm gonna give it three out of 5 stars. You know what? Two out of 5 stars because I really didn't like it. That one I did fall asleep through the most of it. That little short time was probably what I didn't like about the show. But moving on to one of probably my second favorite, if not my favorite match of the evening, Undertaker and Kane, Brothers of Destructions against the Wyatt family. Oh my god. It was first of all, I just gotta say, entrances. Of course, I love the Wyatt family's entrance. It's just amazing. But then I saw Kane coming in alone. I was like, "What is going on? What's going on here?" And he started outside of the ring, and he does this little fire and just lit the stage, and lit the Undertaker's emblem, and it's just and it's like 25, and then lights go off, and Undertaker music comes out, ding, ding, and it's just the screen instead of showing like the branches of the person, it showed a casket, a coffin with all the faces of Undertaker, which for when he started to the 25 years of Undertaker's. Boom! It showed all of them, and then Undertaker coming in, all crazy looking and everything. It was just the entrances itself. I was just like, oh, the crowd was going crazy. It was just like, wow. And wow, hold on. And it was just wow, just the entrances themselves. I was like, yep, this is gonna be a good match. And it starts off, boom. It starts off with Rowan. For some reason, he's just like, I can't handle this. I'm gonna go inside and try to beat them up. That thing, double choke slam. Boom. Rowan's not seen again. He's just gone. He's out. Nobody knows where he went. I think he went on the back, whatever. So it ended up being Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt to go in. I thought it was going to be Braun Strowman, but I'm kind of happy that it was Luke Harper because Luke Harper has more of a strategic type feel. Braun Strowman is just all muscle and everything. He's just whatever. So I kind of look like Luke Harper better. So they went in. It was a good match. It was a good match. Undertaker did the what was it called? Shoot, can't believe I forgot it. I think it's called The Last Ride. No, Old School. That's what it's called. Old School. Right. Yeah, all right. He did the old school move, which I have not seen in a while, which was amazing. And I saw it and I was just like, oh my god, it took me back when I was a little kid watching The Undertaker and everything. It's just like, ah! And stuff started happening, and um, Kane was taken out of the ring, and Undertaker for some reason was talking to the ref, and Braun Strowman took Kane, threw him over the table, into the section with the chairs where the casters are at. And so Bray Wyatt went in and started smacking him, went back inside, disconnected the headphones of JBL, so he couldn't talk for like 10 minutes. It was funny. So they went inside and they started fighting again, la 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 la. And for some reason, uh, the match kept going, and Undertaker was going to choke slam Luke Harper, and then Bray Wyatt came in, so he was going to do a double choke slam, had them going like that, and then Braun Strowman like got up on the ring post, and he's like left him go and started punching him. So Braun Strowman fell down. Then the Wyatts threw Undertaker over, and I was like, no, 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 no. But then Undertaker stood up, and he wasn't knocked down. He like tossed over, but he fell on his feet and just looked at Braun Strowman, just boom, hand on his neck. Kane came from the back and just boom, both of them at the same time, just double choke slam on the Spanish announce table, broke the table and everything, and Braun Strowman was just knocked out, was just gone. I was just like, what? Everybody was like, holy beep, holy beep. I'm not gonna say that because I don't say bad words. And after that, I was just like, this match can't get any better. So they go back inside, and Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper start beating them up, and they do their signature move where they're both laying on the floor and then like boom. But before that, I guess Bray Wyatt does his move where he goes all creepy like, and Luke Harper started doing like this creepy type crawling type of stuff, which was pretty cool. So it kind of interacted with both Brothers of Destruction, and they did that, and it's just like, oh! And so they started wailing each other. Ended off with both doing a double choke slam on both Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, with Undertaker doing the Tombstone Pile Driver to end the match on Luke Harper. It was just awesome. It was just an awesome match. I have to say I would probably give it a 5 out of 5. Like for me, I thought it was probably the best match in the show. Um, just because I just love Brothers of Destruction, so it was awesome. It ended off with them winning. Um, everybody hand clapping Undertaker. I don't know if this is the last match. I thought Hell in a Cell was gonna be his last match, but apparently not. So this was. I don't know if this is gonna be his last one. I don't know if he's gonna do another WrestleMania. Who knows? But this was the 25 years of the Undertaker, and they both left with their new signature look going boom. So it was awesome. 5 out of 5. Probably couldn't, maybe few stuff that could have changed, but really loved it. It was amazing. And with that, 5 out of 5. Moving on to the tournament final. Brothers, brother against brother, best friend against best friend. Shield members collide. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Everybody saw this coming. Everybody knew this final was gonna come. But who was gonna win? And my favorite was gonna be Roman Reigns. A lot of people want Dean Ambrose because Dean Ambrose is kind of like the next Stone Cold, while Roman Reigns is the next Rock slash John Cena, and Seth Rollins is like just the whole person entirely. Seth Rollins is cool. But the reason the tournament was made is because Seth Rollins had a knee injury, which is this was supposed to be Roman Reigns with Seth Rollins, but since Rollins had a knee injury, tore his ACL and ACL, UCL, and ACL, something like that. And if you guys want to see the video of his operation, WWE posted a small bit of it. It was like, oh, it was like, bleh. But that's why this tournament was made. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose in the finals. Good match. What can you say about Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns? They're brothers. Of course, they're gonna match well and go together, toe to toe in the ring. Starting out, just like boom, 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 hitting each other. I thought it was gonna be a UFC fight for some reason, but no. Kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Each hit their own moves, and the other person kicked out. It was great. It was a great match. But in the end, it ended off with Roman Reigns hitting the spear out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, boom, one. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's awesome. That's good. Confetti everywhere. He was crying. Dean Ambrose hugged him and laughed. Everything was good. Confetti was coming everywhere. What happens? Triple H comes in. You know, Triple H comes in. He's like, all right, cool, clapping, clapping, clapping. He raises up his hand. Roman Reigns is like, what the heck? And Triple H just, boom, makes his thing so he can shake his hand. And Roman Reigns is like, what the heck? So he starts leaving, turns around, spear on Triple H, and just takes him out. And right there, I was like, oh, sick! Triple H versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania. I don't know, WrestleMania is like so far away, right? But Triple H versus Roman Reigns at some pay-per-view. I was like, that's cool for the title. It's gonna be awesome. I thought it would be pretty cool. But I don't know where Sheamus comes in from the back, bro kicks Roman Reigns, and he's like, whoa, everybody was going nuts, like, we totally knew when this was gonna happen. Sheamus cashes in. Um, he goes 1, 2, boom. Roman Reigns kicks out, and everybody's like flipping out, like, oh my God, what's gonna go? But of course, Money in the Bank. Of course, you're always gonna win. So Sheamus hits another bro kick, takes him out. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus is the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Before I talk about that, let's go back to Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. 4 out of 5 stars. Good match. Of course, it's gonna be a good match. Both brothers match well. Really good fight. Now Sheamus cashes in. I think the only reason he cashed in is because it's Sheamus. WWE probably has no plan for him, so there's like, let's just make him cash in to make him a little bit relevant. I'm pretty sure Sheamus is gonna lose the title next pay-per-view, which is TLC. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Sheamus versus Roman Reigns or something like that. And honestly, the only reason is because like I feel like they're gonna probably push a Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose to WrestleMania or until Seth Rollins comes back or something. But I think that's the only reason because for me, I think Sheamus is so irrelevant. I think it's just bad. So like, he catches in and he's holding the title up. Triple H comes in, gives him the handshake. Boom, the new, I guess, man for the Authority is gonna be Sheamus for a while. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be it. But I kind of saw it coming. It kind of sucks because they showed Roman Reigns crying, and I was like so heartbroken. I was like, wow, man, all that climb just for nothing, and it was pretty crazy for me. I thought it was pretty crazy. It was a good show, probably one of my favorite ones that have been this year so far. Um, you know, so I would like to see Roman Reigns at least held it till the next pay per view, and then Sheamus could have cashed in because it kind of hurt me. Roman Reigns is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, wrestlers up there with Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, and stuff like that. But sadly, you know, his victory was short-lived. Sheamus cashed in, and Roman Reigns lost the title, and that's how it ended. You know, that was Survivor Series. The whole show entirely, I would give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 because it's probably one of the best ones that I've seen this year. I think the only thing that would have changed is the 5-on-5 matches. They're just pretty much thrown out there. They didn't have no significance like last year's was Team Authority versus Team Cena, which was a really good match. So like the fact that they just threw wrestlers in there together and just I think that sucked. I think it would have been pretty cool to have like a story behind it at least. But you know, it happens. It happens. But aside from that, I think my two favorite ones was Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns and Brothers of Destruction versus Wyatt family. Both good matches, both delivered. It was just amazing. Oh, and just so you guys know, I mean, of course, there was a security alert that ISIS was gonna supposedly attack. Nothing happened. I'm pretty sure there was high security, so nothing was able to go through or come out. But by far, the show was really good. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see TLC. I think they're probably gonna push Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose or both of them at the same time, maybe a triple threat um, for the title. And I think for Intercontinental, I think they might push probably a Cesaro Kevin Owens. Cesaro Kevin Owens. I would like to see that probably for the Intercontinental, and I think for United States, I think they're gonna do like a Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio thing, unless it could probably be the return of John Cena. Maybe John Cena has been out doing his TV show, or Randy Orton could come back. I don't know how bad his injury was, or something like that. I don't remember, but Randy Orton can come back. You know, many possibilities that can happen. I think one of the only things I do like about Sheamus cashing in is that there's so many possibilities they can do now. It's a fresh new champion, fresh new storyline that they can do to TLC. I just hope TLC they actually do TLC, not just regular matches. I hope all of the matches are no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. I mean, the only bad thing I also didn't like is like why do the matches have to be no countouts? Let them fight outside. Let them fight outside. It's like so many good things can happen, or no disqualification even. I think that would be awesome too. At least a no countouts, at least. But I hope TLC would be a lot better with the rules. The rules. But this Survivor Series was awesome. I think it was pretty good. I don't know about you guys. You guys put in the comment section below. Who do you guys think would have been better? Of course, for me, you guys heard what I said. I want to see you guys in the comment section. Please put who would you want to win? Which one was your favorite one? What do you think will happen for TLC? And yeah, hopefully you guys like this. I know it was a little bit long, but you know, whatever. I hope you guys like this. Let's try to get this video to 5 likes. Let's share the heck out of this. Like it, comment. You know, tell me what I could do better for next. Maybe I'll do a TLC review depending on how this goes. But tell me what you guys want me to talk about as well. And yeah, if I know it's kind of weird that I'm gonna say this, but if you did enjoy this video and you want to see other content, I have video game content on my channel. You can go see Minecraft, Pokemon, League of Legends, and other various titles that I've had with me and Fancy Char. So if you guys want to go see that, please go subscribe to us, and you'll receive emails immediately of when I upload new content, whether it's Minecraft, League of Legends, anything that's going to be going on. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. One thing that will be coming up is Battlefront with Fancy Char. He's going to be doing that. But yeah, Survivor Series 2015, I give it a thumbs up. I believe it's probably one of the best ones that I've seen. I think I've seen a couple Survivor Series. This year has, since last, I believe, WrestleMania was the first. This past WrestleMania was the first pay-per-view that I watched live. I used to watch them all the time, like afterwards and everything, so I already knew who won. But since WrestleMania last year, I've been watching. No, this year. No, since Royal Rumble last year, I've been watching live from that all the way through now. And this one just kind of inspired me to do a review. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like. Hope you guys like this. I'm Akapiske, and I'm out. Peace.